Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to a new video. So before I start losing my monthly tradition, I wanted to film my first monthly favorites for 2019, and this is for February. I previously did 2018 best of favorites, but yeah, I'm going to continue on doing this every month. Hopefully, let's not jinx myself, but yeah, let's get started. Honestly, I don't have anything new to show you guys. I haven't really purchased anything new for the past few months since last year. I've decluttered a lot of things, so I'm kind of in that phase again where I'm just trying to use up a lot of my makeup and kind of get back into like old favorites and all of that. So just a quick disclaimer, the products that I'll be featuring in my monthly favorites today will be products that you've seen quite a few times, so it will be repetitive, and I know I say this a lot, but just want to give you guys the heads up because it's not going to be too interesting. There are also certain products that are quite, I guess, new to the channel. I haven't really shown or featured, but I will do a individual and separate review on them. So for this whole favorites, I won't go in too much depth with the product talk, but you know, these guys can just patiently wait for those individual reviews to come out, and majority of them are skincare. So as usual, I'll start off with the skincare products, and yeah. So I'm gonna do this in the order of how I would use these products again, but oh god, sorry. So the first product is the BIORE or BIORE makeup remover. This is the Micellar cleansing water, which has the Moist Up formula, I guess. I don't know if there's different types of these because this is a Japanese product from BIORE, and if you're from Australia, you'd know that the BIORE brand or like the products that they sell here aren't the same as what they have in Asia. So I just picked this up, even though I did carry a lot of skincare with me when I traveled last year. This actually turned out to work really well for me. I feel like nowadays cleansing waters are quite well formulated and they're very hydrating, so they definitely have upgraded over the years, and you know, when it comes to removing makeup, they are quite powerful. It just gives that feeling of your skin feeling very well cleansed without being overstripped of your natural oils, if that makes sense. I do have a what's it called, a review on this coming up soon, like a comparison review, so I will talk about everything about the product specifically there. So the next product is, you can already tell, but it's the Secret Key Tea Tree Refresh Calming Toner. I just talked about this in the last favorite, so it's I really don't have anything else to say because it's so repetitive. Like, this has been my current toner for the past few months. I've been trying really hard to use it up and I'm almost there. So, you know, I've just been sticking to this. When it comes to pore care, this is a toner that I can say that works great. I mean, I have no problem with it, and I wouldn't keep using it if it didn't work out for me. So it's definitely a toner that, you know, I never would have expected trying, but I actually really like. You know, I did also mention I would put a skincare updated routine, but I'm kind of putting that on hold right now because a lot of the videos that I have filmed are skincare related, and I'm trying to, like, you know, alternate between makeup and skincare, so hopefully you guys don't mind. This is something that I've never featured, but I did get this last Christmas. This is by Sun & Park. It's the infamous beauty water. I've been keeping my eye on this, trust me, but I don't know. I just never had the urge to buy it and try it out myself, but once I did buy my cousin Burns one of these for Christmas, I decided to get myself one. I do have a review for this, so I don't want to repeat myself again. If I could kind of quickly compare it to a product that I've already tried, or like the concept, it's kind of like the Hamish Refresh Water, and that's something that I've enjoyed ever since I tried it last year. But this is a little bit more different. So I might, you know, do a little comparison here or in the individual review, but you know, it has this concept of being a multi-purpose product. Like, you can use it as a cleansing water, a toner, or like a little liquid hydrating product. And you guys should know by now that I enjoy products like that. Yeah, I jumped onto the trend so late, but you know, in the review I will let you guys know everything about this product. So the next product is the COSRX Oil-Free Ultra-Moisturizing Lotion with Birch sap. Nothing new. I guess eventually later in the year I'll probably try out other skincare products just for the sake of kind of keeping up with new products and all of that. But as for my skincare routine, this lotion is going to be the lotion for, I guess, another whole year until I finish this bottle. And yeah, it's nothing too special because I do feature and talk about this at least once a month. So that's that. And the last product is actually a lip product for skincare. It's the 3CE STYLENANDA Plumping Lips in the shade Clear. So I did feature this for the first time on my 3CE failed review video, but I did mention having regrets of not buying a tinted version of this because as much as I love the whole clear formula, it just doesn't work with my natural lips. My natural lips are quite, I wouldn't say dark, but they look very dull. Like, they don't, there's people that have very natural pink lips, but mine are quite dull. So putting like a clear lip gloss by itself, I don't like the way it looks. But you know, I do use this for prepping my lips, and I can also use this on top of my lip product. But this is a very balmy, oily lip plumper right here. And what I realized is that you shouldn't actually twist it too much because you can't retract it down. So just retract it per use and don't get greedy because you won't be able to put it back. But yeah, it's a very interesting texture that I don't usually go for because it is very balmy, it's very sticky, but it's very hydrating and it's very minty on the lips. So you have that minty cooling sensation like immediately once you apply it on your lips, and it smooths out the fine lines on your lips. It gives it a little bit of a plump. Applying lip products afterwards of prepping my lips while getting my makeup done, it makes a big difference in the way your lips appear. So you know, the application looks a lot more smoother and everything. So although I hate how tacky and sticky it is, and because I do have, like, you know, an outgrown front fringe or bangs, it does stick to my lips, and I honestly hate that. That's why I don't wear lip gloss that much, but I will kind of tolerate it. It's not something that I would use on top of my lip products all the time. It's more like just to prep my lips. Moving on to makeup, there's not a lot of new. Actually, I just don't think I've featured these products enough. The first product for the makeup is a concealer product. I honestly did not expect myself to really enjoy this product because the first time I even tried it or bought it, you know, I just felt like I wouldn't have much use out of this, but at the end I ended up using it up completely. As much as I do enjoy the COSRX cushion, and that's what I love to use, the concealer ended up being something that was very helpful for those days where I would have certain breakouts. And because I do want to switch up my makeup routine every now and then, like the products I use, this was something that I would always reach out for, especially if I wasn't using the cushion. So because it has skincare benefits, it did help treat the blemishes, so I would always use this first before foundation, and you know, extra concealer if necessary. But this is very full coverage, so you don't need a lot. This is quite light for my skin tone. This is the shade 23. They only have 2 shades available, but that is why I wear this underneath my makeup, just so you know it doesn't highlight those specific parts that I'm trying to conceal. If they did have a darker shade, I would just use it on top with no problem, but with this being worn underneath your foundation, it doesn't ruin the tone of your foundation or anything, so you know, it works perfectly fine, and it's very long lasting. And when I use this, I'm not too oily in those areas as well, so throughout the entire day this concealer does last long by itself as well. It's just that it's a shade that's a little too light for me, so it's not something I could just wear by itself. But you know, the whole overall performance of this concealer is just really good. I'm not sure if I featured this in my 2018 favorites last video, but you know, it's completely emptied now, so I'm gonna have to repurchase another one. Next is the Etude House Any Cushion Duo. Now as for the cushion, I did actually use it up. I found a way to use it up. I used one of my Maybelline foundations that's very warm toned. I decided to mix it with the original Etude House cushion that's very neutral tone, and it made this perfect balance and undertone and shade for me that I just kept using the cushion for the past 2 months. Yeah, I've been going crazy with this. And then I started using the balms that I bought for this Any Cushion Duo as well, especially the blush. I've been applying this blush on top of my set face with just my fingertips. Even on top of powder, this balm or cream blush works great and it lasts long, so I've been obsessed with it because even in the summer heat it just stays there. So you know, it's a really nice blush that I've been enjoying a lot for the past few months. But more on the cushion, it was like, you know, I was able to find a way to make this cushion work, but now I have refilled it and DIY'd it with the new Infallible Fresh Wear foundation. I did film like a quick DIY kind of video of how I made this, so I'll probably post that in the future if anyone is interested. But I don't know, you know, this whole concept of this cushion was so good that I didn't want to let go and give up on it, so you know, I found a way to make it work. The next product is something that I've recently featured. It's the 3CE STYLENANDA Hairline Shadow in the shade Natural Ash. It's been a few months now since I've been using this on a daily of, you know, or whenever I'm doing my makeup, and I've been obsessed with it. When I was choosing products for my 3CE one brand review video, rather than a eyebrow product, I figured this would be a lot more multi-purpose. I don't really use this as a hairline shadow, to be honest. I've tried it off camera, but it's not something I necessarily need or something I do. But I had like this whole idea of just using this for my brows or for like contouring or like for my eyes. It's very neutral, it's very cool toned, close to being cool toned actually, but I have so many use out of this. Okay, so the next product is the Holika Magic, is this what it's called? Magic Inside Eye Shimmer Glitter in the shade number 4 Cocoa Meringue. I bought this last year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is from Yesstyle. Little bling. You can't see it as a swatch because it's very skin tone like for my skin, but when you blend it out, you can see the glitters here, the shimmer, and it's really pretty on the eyes. It's what I have on now. I've just been using this by itself, and I've been quite obsessed with it because I'm not a big fan of like shimmer and glitter, but because it's just so natural and the shade just works so great with my skin tone, it looks like it's not there, but then, you know, when you see little reflex of the shimmer, it just adds a little something. So it's just something I enjoy, and it does actually, you know, set dry once you kind of spread it out. And yeah, it actually doesn't crease that bad for me here, but in the Philippines it was terrible, but here it does last a lot longer than I expected. So I'm just gonna stick to this for now because it's something I can wear on a daily, or I can also change it up and make it look more glam with, you know, extra eye makeup. So, you know, I'll find a way to kind of make a lot of use out of this product. But yeah, overall it's really nice. Speaking of the last makeup product, it's something that I'm holding right now. It's the 3CE Strobing Skin Palette, and at first this product was a little bit too overwhelming for me, to be honest. Like, I've never had an actual strobing highlighter from a K-beauty brand, and when, you know, 3CE released, you know, new makeup product like this palette, is it the contouring? The face tuning palette. I just wanted to try it out immediately, and that's why I ended up, you know, having a whole 3CE one brand review, because once I saw this palette, I was like, I'm gonna try this with everything else. For this palette, you get 3 shades. Swatch this for you guys now, so you guys can see how they work. But look at that. Actually, my hands look quite dirty because of the previous swatch, but as you can see, it's very, yeah, it's definitely a strobing highlighting palette. And if I was to swatch this on top, ooh, it's definitely a highlighting palette, and this is probably one of the best that I've seen from a K-beauty brand, so I was very impressed with that. I also do use this for the inner corners of my eyes, and it makes them pop really nicely. That was basically my February 2019 favorites. I did feature a lot of products that I haven't really talked about, but you'll start seeing them more as I upload, because, you know, I do have videos for them. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If there's anything you guys are curious about, any of the products, they will be listed down below in the description bar, so feel free to check that out. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!